Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants!
Absorbent and yellow and porous is he.
Hey everybody, this is 22 Tiger Dude and I'm here to review the SpongeBob episode Choir Boys, requested by Willie Stewart. So this episode is about when Squidward is on his way to his choir recital and SpongeBob is extremely bored because of the fact that his best buddy Patrick is out of town for his family reunion. So while Squidward is on his way to the choir recital, SpongeBob distracts him and gets in Squidward's way of going to his choir recital. What the fuck did I watch? Just really. Do the writers even care? They just made another lazy excuse of a SpongeBob episode. Another one of those SpongeBob episodes that shouldn't have been made in the first place. But it was made because you know why? The writers were too damn fucking lazy to come up with the creative, funny, and just an entertaining SpongeBob episode. Choir Boys is filled with fillers, and it's not just one filler. There's a lot of fillers in this episode. It is a boring as hell episode. The storyline is weak and poorly written. This is not just one of the worst SpongeBob episodes I've seen, but it is without a doubt one of the most boring episodes of SpongeBob, period. Because what really happens in this episode? The whole episode, most of the episode at least, just focuses on Squidward riding all the way to the choir recital. It's literally just him riding, SpongeBob with his distractions. The final few minutes, Squidward is in his recital. That's it. Seriously. And it's a simple episode, but it's not like most of the other SpongeBob episodes where it's simple entertaining. It's just simple for the fact where nothing really happens and it's just so dull to watch. Few laughs along the way, just like 2 or 3 laughs, and then there's a final couple of minutes, which is personally when the episode actually started to get really funny. But it was just the last couple of minutes because it was stupid in an entertaining way. Everything else leading up to that final couple of minutes, it was just so boring. And speaking of final couple of minutes, it was actually once SpongeBob arrived at the choir recital where I just started to get entertained by the episode. But when Squidward arrives and he does his filler, did the writers not think this episode through? Seriously, this episode is nothing but Figaro, Figaro, Figaro. Seriously, it's just nothing but filler, dragged out, painful, forced moments. That's so boring and so fucking frustrating. I could not believe what Choir Boys delivered me. I could not believe how lazy the writers are. And I know it takes a lot of work to write an episode, to come up with a good idea, you know, but writers, can you at least show you're trying? Because I could be fair with the SpongeBob episode. You guys know me. I always review a SpongeBob episode based on how I feel, based on my negatives, my positives. So I'm always honest with my opinion, whether people agree or disagree on a SpongeBob episode. But Choir Boys, I gotta be pretty harsh on this episode because if the writers don't care, then why the hell should me, 22 Tiger Dude, as a diehard SpongeBob fan, care? Why should I care about Choir Boys? Why should I care to even be generous reviewing this episode when the writers don't even try? Nothing but painful, dragged on fillers that were so unnecessary. Very poorly written storyline, weak execution, bad pacing, and humor just being so god awful. It's just, I'm bored. So let's go ahead and make a boring ass SpongeBob episode where nothing really happens. Add unnecessary dragged out moments just to keep some of the time limit going just because they don't know what to do in a short 11-minute running time, which is so fucking sad. So sad. I couldn't believe what I watched. Choir Boys gets a 4 out of 10. I hated this episode. It was not just one of the worst I've seen, but just one of the most boring SpongeBob episodes I've seen, period. And the only time I would consider watching Choir Boys again is if I was having a hard time falling asleep. You know, I could always grab the SpongeBob DVD that has this episode. I could quickly put it in. I could watch Choir Boys and probably fall asleep within the first 1 minute of the episode because it was that boring and it was that lazy. The writers apparently don't care. So, like I said, why should I? I am 22 Tiger Dude. Don't forget that I will always have Tiger Power!